Hi, Statesman Nation. We're joined by head women's basketball coach Steve Williamson as we preview the 2019-2020 season. Coach, year 3 for you. 2 great years under your belt here at William Penn. Lots of expectations for the team. But before we talk about this year, let's talk about last year.
It was a phenomenal year for our program. We had some great senior leadership that really took us to where we wanted to go. Jenna Santi and Vashti Wabarosha did a great job for us, just setting the tone and proving to people that William Penn basketball can be a force in the heart of America. And we had a great season. I mean, kids bought into what we're trying to do. We played hard, we played smart, we played together, and we had a lot of success.
Yeah. 30 wins. That hadn't been done in a really long time. Obviously, losing Vashti is a huge loss. Jenna, obviously some other seniors, but talk about the off season and trying to not replace those individuals, but continue the tradition that's been built here the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, we know what type of kid that we want to recruit. We know the type of kid that we feel that can come to William Penn and be successful and help our program continue the winning tradition that has been built here, the foundation that's been built by our great senior leadership that we've had, and the commitment from the kids when I took over, their commitment to buy into what we're trying to do as a program. So, you're on the road recruiting, you see the kids that you want to bring in, and like you said, you're never going to replace a player like Vashti. She was a special talent, but I feel we got some great players that can come in and do some great things. And everybody forgets about Jenna too. Jenna was a heck of a player, heck of a leader. I mean, her stats might not have been as good as Vashti's, but what she did on the court, she just found a way to help our team win. And again, another special player, and she was just a winner. And so to replace those two players and players like Shemai Oliver and Rochelle Parks, who all had special roles in our program, we feel we got some good kids coming in, but every year's a different year.
Right. A lot of new blood here. Before we get to them, let's talk about the returners, and you still have a pretty full cabinet. I mean, you can't say that hey, we're just starting all new. It's definitely not a rebuild. It's more of a reload for sure. So let's talk about the returners a little bit.
You got Kate Latello back, probably one of the toughest guards in the Heart of America Conference. A returning All-American, a 2-year starter for us since I've been here. Very talented shooter, very talented player. Her role is going to increase definitely this year without Vashti around. Brenda Pennington, I think, is one of the best point guards that I've ever coached. Very quick, very athletic, strong kid. Sees the floor, can create her own shot, can create for others, and someone that we're going to look on for senior leadership this year. Then you have Autumn Voigt, who got some minutes last year, backing up Vashti, going against Vashti every day in practice. That's helped her become a better player. Nyaja Taylor was our backup point guard last year, who is going to have a bigger role this year. Then we got players like Cassie Turner, who didn't get a lot of playing time last year, that has came back, great shape, really doing some nice things that we're going to expect a lot out of her. Mackenzie Peasley, who had a great year, was a starter for us until Christmas when she got hurt. I think she's over her injury bug a little bit now and got some more confidence in herself. And so, those guys are going to be looked upon. And then, possibly Deja Daggins, who is a senior who didn't get a lot of playing time last year, but, it's her last year, so hopefully she'll step up and do what we expect her to do.
Yeah, with Vashti and Jenna, no longer there. Obviously the onus is on these returners to really step up, and how have they taken on that role? Have they switched since last year?
I think very good. I mean, Brenda was a type of kid last year we couldn't get her to say boo to anybody.
Right.
She's a very quiet leader and things like that, but now she's a captain for us. She's been very vocal. She's been really helping some of our younger point guards out with the expectation of what we want from them. Kate's been great. Kate's just, she knows what it takes to win, how hard, she's just a hard worker, and she sets the example by how hard she works for our younger kids. So, I mean, I think our seniors, they know the culture that we have here. They know our expectations, and they've done a good job of showing our new kids what our expectations are in this program.
Yeah. Transitioning over now with these a lot of new individuals that are going to have to carry a lot of weight on their back. Let's be honest, especially anybody down in the post. Let's highlight a couple of them, and then we can break down the position by position situation.
Yeah, I think that we had a great recruiting class. Very happy with the recruits that we brought in. Some of our main recruits that we're looking to really step up and do some things this year. Brittany West, junior college transfer from Iowa Central, who's a great shooter. Play any guard position we really want her to. Just a phenomenal player. Olivia Usher, a girl that was from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, played at Kirkwood, won a national championship while at Kirkwood. Then ended up going to a D2 school. Is transferring back to be closer to home now, and has been a phenomenal leader. A kid like that knows what it takes to win, has really stepped up and been a very vocal leader and a hard worker and setting the tone for us. Naya Christmas Pook, who's another girl that transferred from Kirkwood, went to a D2 school, is coming back home to be closer to home in Des Moines. Very long, very athletic, someone that we're going to look to maybe fill or avoid that Vashti left and can do some good things. Haley Molnex, again, a Kirkwood transfer, great guard. I don't think she understands how good she can be. I mean, she has a lot of skills, a lot of talent. She just needs more confidence in herself, but I think she's going to be a great player. And then we got a couple freshmen that have really stepped up big. Bailey Reardon, a big 6-foot post player out of River Falls, Wisconsin, who has just been strong and dominant in our practice. And for a freshman to come in, she's not playing scared. She's out working people and out hustling people and is doing a great job. And then a little guard. We got a couple other freshman guards. Amani Clark, a freshman from Waterloo West, or East, my fault, who is a very talented point guard who has so much potential, but again, she needs to mature a little bit as a freshman and get better. And then Maddie Rogan, a really tough little shooter she can play the 1, 2, 3 from up by Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we have high hopes for her to come in and really produce for us as a true freshman.
Yeah. How important is it going to be for them those individuals to, I guess, learn quickly, to mature quickly, to gain confidence quickly? I mean, it's a long season, obviously.
They're going to get thrown in the fire right away. I mean, we had our scrimmage the other day up in Cedar Rapids, and Bailey and Maddie came in and played very, very well. Being freshmen, you always kind of wonder how they're going to do. But I think the tone that's been set by our upperclassmen and our transfer kids like Olivia and Christmas that know what it takes to win they're kind of showing the way for these younger kids, and they've really stepped up. But they're going to be asked to perform at a high level right now. I mean, like I always tell them, the first few months you're a freshman, and after that, now it's time for you to grow up and be a basketball player.
Yeah. All right, let's break it down by position. Obviously we're looking at Brenda right away at point guard, but who's backing her up and everything?
We got Brenda starting at our 1 for sure. Again, she's a very talented player, probably the best in the league, I think. And then behind her, you got Yaja Taylor, who's a returner, who was her backup last year. But she's getting challenged from Amani. She's also getting pushed a little bit by Mackenzie Northrup, another freshman from Keokuk, Iowa. But those kids are going to be the ones battling for the backup role behind Brenda. And then in our 2 guard spot, Haley will probably start there. Haley Molnex has probably got the position there right now. But you got Maddie Rogan pushing her, Cassidy Turner. And then the other wing spot, which our wings are all interchangeable. We can pretty much play anybody. But you got Kate for sure. You got those other girls like Brittany West possibly. Maddie Rogan can play there. Turner, Deja Daggins, Peasley. I mean, there's all kinds of people right there. At the 4 spot, you got Usher, you got West competing there. And then at our post position, you got Christmas. You got Bailey Reardon as a freshman who's pushing for a starting job as a true freshman. And you got Autumn Voigt. So, and then we also got, another freshman who's coming along who's very, very athletic, but, just needs to get bigger and stronger. It's Journey Ogman, a kid out of Las Vegas who is really working hard to try and put her name in that hat too. So I think we got a lot of depth and we got a lot of competition, and I like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of individuals that you said there in a matter of a minute that I know you've been real high on. Everybody that's been in there, and they're working hard and everything. Right out of the gate, you guys are starting with Tabor. Kind of a weird situation there. Supposed to go down to their tournament, didn't work out, so they're coming up here. It's going to be, I guess, it's the last year that we're talking about playing them as an NAI Division II. But let's talk about Tabor and the rest of the non-conference schedule.
I think we're looking forward to get the season started. Don't know much about Tabor. I've never played them in all my years of coaching. Never played Tabor. So it'll be a good challenge to have them come up here and open up at home. Then we have Missouri Baptist up at the Grandview Classic. Then we get the chance to play one of the best teams in NAI in Columbia. Here at home, and they've been a team that's been in the national tournament, been ranked in the top 5 year after year after year, and got great tradition, very well coached team, and got a lot of great players. So that's going to be a great challenge for us right away, and see what we're made of, and we're looking forward to that. And then we get right into the heart of America, and without a doubt, I don't care what anybody says, it's the toughest women's basketball conference in America, without a doubt. And it gets better and better and better each year. This year, seeing who some of the teams I've brought in for players. Very, very challenging year. They got some great players, some of the best coaches coaching the Heart of America.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a heck of a year.
Let's talk about the Heart a little bit. The likes of, obviously William Penn, you're fully expecting us to be in that mix, but Mid-American Nazarene was right there on our heels last year. Had a great year. You said that you have a lot coming back. Central Methodist has another strong team coming in. I'm sure Benedictine Baker, Grandview. I mean, again, the list goes on because there's not going to be probably any easy games as you don't expect there to be.
No, it's going to be a challenge each and every night. It doesn't matter where you're ranked in our standings or anything like that, or where you finished. I mean, every team I feel has gotten better from what I've seen on paper, of course, and watching a few teams on a scrimmage. Our league is going to be very challenging. It's very tough night in and night out. And you have to play your best to win. There's no off night. And like I said, very well coached league, some great coaching. Benedictine has a lot of kids back. Mid-Am lost some really good players, but they brought in some really good transfers, and they're going to be tough. Baker's had a new coach last year. Now he's started getting his own kids in. They're going to be very good. Central Methodist, Coach Davis just seems to get more and more transfers each and every year, and very athletic, very talented kids. You got Clark, who has a bunch of kids back from a team that made it to the Elite Eight in the national tournament. They got probably one of the best players in the league on their team. Grandview's always got good kids. The list just goes on and on and on, and it just keeps getting better and better. So, for us to go 30-3 last year was a remarkable season. It really puts that in perspective. But we got to compete and play hard and do what we need to compete with the other teams from the Heart.
Yeah. Any dark horses, anybody that you're like, you know what, nobody's really been talking about them, but you think, hey, this could be a team that's going to really surprise and get up in the top?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised with any of our teams because I just think all of our teams are very, very talented.
Yeah.
You had a team like Culver Stockton, who nobody was talking about last year, and they got to the championship game and knocked off Mid-Am, knocked off some really good teams, Central Methodist, to get to the championship game. So, and they had us on our heels in the first half. So, nothing surprising in this league. I mean, I think all these teams are going to be very talented, very good, and it's going to be for a fun year.
Definitely. All right, keys to success. You've got some really good shooters. You got, the post is obviously probably going to be your biggest question mark, just because you don't know, and you're trying to replace a first-team All-American. Guard position is going to be strong. What's it going to take to have a successful year? We're not saying 30-3 or anything. We won't put that out there, but have a successful year where you're like, all right, we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish.
I think for us to be successful, we have to have our new kids really step up and learn our system, learn our expectations, and just understand what it takes for us to be successful in this league and how good this league is for us to keep going. So they're going to have to grow quickly. Like I said, we only have two girls back that really played a lot of minutes for us, and Brenda and Kate. Peasley had some minutes. Autumn, very few, but so we got a lot of new kids coming in that just need to understand what it takes to be successful in the Heart. And so, we're going to have to play great defense like we always do. We're going to have to take care of the basketball and just make every possession count. And if we do that, I think we'll be pretty good. We got to get out and run a little bit more this year than we've done last year. But, it's all going to come down to how well we can gel 8, 9, 10 players and not just concentrate on 6, 7.
Yeah.
So we have to have some depth, and our depth has to come in and really produce for us.
Definitely. All right, Coach. Best of luck this season. We'll keep tabs on you. Everything Statesman Athletics, including women's basketball for the 1920 year. Check it out at statesmanathletics.com. Thanks, Coach.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck.